I would tell her straight to her face. I would say, Grenada, sis, you are that girl. So, if you're a Black traveler looking for a few good countries to visit, let me introduce you to Grenada. And if Grenada were a Black woman, she wouldn't be loud, she wouldn't be flashy, and she's definitely not a big talker. She's the kind of woman with substance, the one you go back to again and again. Let me tell you why. With 7 personality traits, I think fit Grenada perfectly. But first, let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Marley Hall. I'm a news anchor turned nomad. I quit my 6-figure career in television news to travel the world. So if you're a woman looking to reinvent her life through travel or living abroad, this is the channel for you. Go ahead and hit subscribe, and let's do this together. The first thing about Grenada is she's unapologetically Black. Grenada is a Black country. Over 80% of the population is Black, and the culture is deeply rooted in African heritage. The island is home to the Grenada Underwater Sculpture Park, the only one of its kind in the world. It has become a memorial in the Caribbean to Africans lost during the Middle Passage. These life-size sculptures of African people are so moving. It's honestly hard to put into words. And every August, there's Spice Mas, Grenada's annual carnival celebration. It's a 10-day festival with countless parades celebrating the island's African and indigenous heritage. Then there's the music, reggae, calypso, and steel pan. You hear it everywhere in Grenada. One of the first things I did was attend a floating reggae concert out at sea, and that was epic. So once you get a sense of who she is, Grenada starts to show you a little more of her personality. Number 2, she's spicy. That's why they call Grenada the Spice Isle. And that's not branding, it's real. You can literally smell it in the air. Grenada's fertile soil and tropical climate make it a major global producer of spices like nutmeg, cocoa, cinnamon, and cloves. You taste it in chocolate, in rum, in desserts, even in food you weren't expecting to be spiced at all. And that's all part of Grenadian culture. Have you ever seen Grenada's flag? That little yellow symbol on the right side? That's a nutmeg pod. Grenada is serious about her spice. But all those flavorful spices are really just the beautiful exterior. Pretty quickly, you start to see that she's got principles too. Number 3, she is no sellout. Even though tourism is Grenada's leading industry, she does not center tourists. Don't get me wrong, Grenada is friendly, she really is, but she doesn't rearrange her life for visitors. Restaurants aren't open super late. Most take their last orders around 8:30 p.m. And on Sunday, most people go to church, so many businesses are closed that day. And there's a reason for that. Grenada gets a fraction of the tourist traffic that islands like Barbados or St. Lucia get, which means a more authentic, less crowded Caribbean experience. It's also a less white experience than many other Caribbean islands. And as a Black traveler, that may be something you're looking for. I always get dragged in the comments for saying things like that, but it's real and it's relevant. Grenada is true to herself, which might explain why she's a little stuck in her ways. Number 4, she's kind of old school. Cash is still queen in Grenada, especially at local markets with taxis and smaller vendors. It's also the preferred way to leave a tip. Another way the island is old school is that society leans a little conservative. Unlike some islands, beachwear is not acceptable everywhere, and she really does not like camouflage. It's actually illegal in Grenada. Grenada may have some old-fashioned ways, but somehow she's still well known all over the world. Okay, quick pause from the video. People ask me all the time, Marley, how do you go from anchoring the news to living stress-free on a Caribbean island? Or how are you living there for free? Or how do you make money while traveling? Well, the short answer is strategy and courage. The long answer, that's exactly what I want to help you figure out. Before I was a full-time traveler, I spent over 20 years as a network news anchor and journalist. I've interviewed presidents, CEOs, and change makers, but my biggest story ended up being my own. So if you're ready to start traveling more or finally build the kind of freedom you see in these videos, book a one-on-one coaching call with me. We'll map out your next move or go deep on one specific topic and come up with a customized plan on how to make your version of this lifestyle real. Just click the link in the description And let's make your new chapter so good, you could make a show about it. All right, back to the fun part. Number 5, she's low-key international. Grenada is globally connected. She attracts medical students, sailors, and expats from all over the world. St. George's University alone brings thousands of international medical students from over 100 countries. And as a result, you'll meet people from everywhere. Yet it still feels very local. That balance is rare. And just when you think you know Grenada, she shows you a completely different side. Number 6, she's not just a beach girl. Yes, Grenada has gorgeous white sand beaches and black sand beaches too, but the natural beauty inland is just as stunning. That's where many people say you'll find her real personality. The island features lush tropical rainforest and more than 20 waterfall sites, along with volcanic landscapes and spice plantations. Grenada's natural landscape is breathtaking, that's a given. But here's the part most people don't expect. Number 7, she's a little bougie, yet adventurous. Grenada encourages you to travel by car. That means renting one or using taxi services. There is a public minibus system, but it doesn't reach many rural areas. And driving in Grenada is an experience. For me, it was the steep hills and blind curves that had me nervous, not to mention the narrow roads and very little street lighting at night. So I was happy to leave the driving to someone else while I was there. If you do want to drive, you'll need a temporary local license, but don't worry, rental agencies usually handle that for you. And lastly, if Grenada were a black woman, I would tell her straight to her face. I would say, Grenada, sis, you are that girl. She's the quiet, quality choice for travelers who want classic Caribbean with a strong emphasis on natural beauty, local culture, and amazing food. And the travelers who fall in love with Grenada are the ones who appreciate a less commercialized, more authentic experience. Have you ever been to Grenada? Could she be your perfect match? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to reinvent your life through travel, watch this next video right here because there's so much more to talk about.